Okay, all right. So I'm here with my mother. Say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
All right. All right. Question one. How did you feel when new technology was introduced into the world? Like,
I was excited about it. I'm not that old to where I'm so set in my ways that I don't understand technology. I find it very convenient to have your own home computer, a cell phone, and other devices to where it's the world at your fingertips, basically.
okay. How would you describe new phones compared to like the old like Nokia's and stuff?
They just have everything. So you used to have your phone, you used to have your Discman, you used to have your digital camera, and now it's all in one with all the apps. So there's really nothing you can't do. And I live by Google. If I have a question, I Google it. If I need to know how to do it, I YouTube it.
Okay. So how would you compare like not just phones but like technology from now, like compared to like the 80s and 90s and stuff?
Why don't
Oh, it
Xavier
came
hold his?
it came full force around. Um, So in the 80s, like when we would go into class and the computer would be there because I think it was like one computer for the whole school, and it just would go from class to class. I guess each class had its week that they would have a computer. And now you won't find a home that doesn't have a computer or doesn't have a laptop or doesn't have a tablet or something like that. So all homes is needed basically because even like with schoolwork and you guys do your schoolwork on the Google and you send it in, so it makes it very convenient. And I could check your grades for the teachers. I actually keep up with it. There's a lot that do not, unfortunately, but I like it. It's a big difference.
So changing the subject to music, do you see any changes like in music compared to when you were growing up?
Yeah, but I think with every generation it seems very different. And like my parents probably thought the music I listened to was trash. So I think nowadays a lot of the music that comes out is trash. So each generation is going to be something new, and parents or older people are not going to like it.
Do you know anybody that was a hippie? Like, did you have any friends that were hippies?
No, that was. I mean, I was born in the '70s, but that was really before my time because I was a child.
Oh. What what did you know about like the moon landing? Like, what did your parents tell you about it?
Moonlighting?
Moon landing. Like,
I don't think they really discussed it, but I just learned it in school. Was it Armstrong that was the first one to put his foot on the moon? And it's actually the story happened that the guy he was with, he said, "You go first," and then everybody made a big deal about the first man that actually stepped on the moon. And I think the second person became alcoholic and depressed and all that.
all right. So during the 70s and 80s, did you have an afro or like did your parents have one?
I had Afro puffs. My father did. He had an afro with sideburns. He was very handsome, looked like Al Green.
I wish I knew who that was. Did
Okay.
you know anything about the Black Panther movement? And what did you know?
I just know that they policed the police, and they did a lot for the community that was stemmed from West Oakland. And of course, anytime black people come together, even if it's positive, you know, Whitey wants to make it like it's negative and that they're bad people. But they did a lot for the community, and they chose, the right to bear arms, and they put the police on blast, basically. But then,
Did you know anybody in the Black Panther movement?
I
Or did
think
your
my father
parents?
said he joined, but that's because everybody got a leather coat and a beret hat. So he said a lot of people joined just to get that too.
Oh. How was the growing? How would you compare growing up as an African American woman in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and now?
I think it was rough. And then I grew up in San Leandro, so there wasn't a lot of black people in the city of San Leandro. Um, got called the N word here and there from, like kids my age. And I never even heard the phrase white trash or trailer park trash till I was grown. And I thought to myself, I could have really used that as a comeback growing up. But my parents wasn't, racist like that, even though my father probably dealt with it too. But they didn't teach us stuff like that. So, but it was hard, and it wasn't as bad though when I think about some of the areas that some people grew up in. It was a lot of ignorance, you know, people just talking, but we were relatively safe. We never faced any um,
Threats.
threats or dangers.
So how did you deal with it? Like, did you just ignore it?
It depends. Sometimes ignored it. Sometimes I reverted back and tried to find something else to say. But a lot of times, yeah, it was just hurtful, and I kept to myself.
All right, that's all the questions. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much.